this is the list of tablets I came to. First, just to show my methodology, I looked at tablets in the market and then made a list of tablets that could work. And then I made a final option, 10,000 Rand tablet or a tablet for lecturers, 5,000 Rand tablet or tablet for the seminary, specifically having active stylus support, and then a tablet around 4,000 Rand where stylus support isn't needed for your wife or children or whatever else that's just affordable. I used for US prices Amazon to stay compare apples with apples in effect. Where they were South African prices, I listed them. Just a note on that, sometimes the South African price is lower than the US price. Other times the SA price is much higher, specifically with flagship tablets. The US price tends to be a lot lower with things like Lenovo and so on. The South African price isn't that bad in comparison. Another thing which is important is the CPU, and then how much performance does that CPU actually have. And for that, I used Passmark, CPU benchmarks list. And then to compare all other features, I used GSM Arena, put it against each other, and then this is basically how I came to this list. Then I chose a winner, a runner-up, and a third place, which is dark green, lighter green, and lightest green. So in this first category, the 10,000 Rand category, or the lectures tablet, for the price, I believe the Samsung S7 Plus is the best price, or is the best model in this range. And it comes with a stylus included with a very low latency of 5.6 milliseconds. It has the biggest battery, which also makes it a bit heavier. But as added benefit, you do get LTE if you would ever need it. And you get a dedicated card slot or SD card slot if you want to make the memory larger. This isn't actually memory. This isn't actually read-only memory or ROM, but some people call it that. So let me just change that. And then the other benefit of the Samsung S series is Samsung DeX, which is a mode where the tablet functions more like a laptop. So this is also beneficial for productivity. Then the runner-up is the Xiaomi Pad 6, and that is just because of the low price. It's about 1,000 Rand cheaper, and that is with a very expensive stylus added. The Xiaomi styluses are difficult to come by, which is marked here difficult to source. So this is a South African price for that stylus, and you perhaps could get it somewhere cheaper, but it's not available on Amazon. It has the same processor, and the downside is it doesn't have a SD card slot to expand this. The third place, it's kind of tied between the OnePlus and the Google Pixel, but the Google Pixel wins because it has a better processor. It comes with a speaker stand, so you basically have a OK Google ready to go. But the OnePlus is also a very good tablet with a larger battery. And if you already have an Apple iPhone, or MacBook or other Apple devices, then you could also go with a Apple iPad Air for that price, which has a really good processor, although it throttles this processor very quickly when the tablet becomes hot, so you don't get the 14,000 pass mark all the way. It will throttle that down, but the M1 chip is really good. So that is the third place for the lecture tablet. Then at the seminary tablet, the 5,000 Rand range with stylus support, the best one there, I would say, is the Samsung Galaxy S6 Lite. This is the 2020 version. I would like to keep an eye on the price when it's available from Amazon, the 2022 version, because that does have a much more powerful processor. And because it's the flagship S range, it comes with the S Pen included. Other benefits are the SD card and also the same Samsung Dex mode, which I think is a really helpful feature. Then if you can work with Apple, then the Apple iPad 9th gen is a fairly good second. And then the Lenovo MP or M10 Plus would be in third place, although I think it's much weaker than the other two. So in this category, if you can't go with iOS, then you basically only have the Galaxy to go with. And then in the 4,000 Rand range, Xiaomi Redmi Pad, by far the best, with a really strong processor in this price bracket. The only reason it can't work as a seminary tablet is because it doesn't have an active stylus support. So you can basically buy a passive stylus, which would be the same as pressing your nail on the tablet. So it can't detect different pressures. It doesn't have buttons that can work on the stylus itself. And also another thing about a passive stylus is it can't detect the orientation of the tablet compared to the stylus. So if you were coloring and you would shade it by keeping the stylus flat compared to the tablet, then it wouldn't pick that up. So it's really not made to be used with a stylus at all. Runner up here is the Samsung S6 Lite, the same that was the winner for the second category, 5,000 Rand. But it is, we could say, 500 Rand more expensive than the alternatives in this category. And then in third place would be either Lenovo M10 Plus or the Nokia T20. The Lenovo is 3,500 without a stylus and 3,200 for the Nokia. The Nokia does have a stronger processor and a better battery, but I would prefer Lenovo and Lenovo's other features above that of Nokia, which is basically just the standard Android operating system. It does, however, have LTE. So if this is preferred, if you would like to connect with a SIM card, then this is the better tablet. Otherwise, the Lenovo. So this is as far as I could discern the best tablets in the different segments. And I hope it is helpful.